What is going on, good people? I recently learned of the passing of John Irwin, and while celebrity deaths don't normally, hit me a particular way, this one did. In case you're unfamiliar, John Irwin was the voice of one of the most important cartoon characters to every Gen X boy growing up, He-Man. So when I heard that he had passed, it felt like a piece of my childhood died. To say He-Man was important to me was a bit of an understatement. He was one of the first cartoon characters that I really remember going all in on, and just had to have all the toys and never missed an episode. And as a bit of a nerd growing up, back when being a nerd wasn't cool, I had to escape a lot. And so I would escape into cartoons and comic books, and there was just something about He-Man that drew me in. And it was so important to me that I still remember where I was when I got like my first action figure, which was Battle Armor Skeletor, by the way. And it was a rainy day, Gainesville, Florida. My mom had picked me up from school, and we had, some errands to go run. And one of those errands took her by Kmart. And so I immediately made a beeline back directly for the toy section, like every kid my age would have done, which really is hard to get away with for kids now, because the world we live in now is like a lot of parents aren't comfortable just like letting their kids vanish without knowing where they are. But it was a different time. There's that old adage that says that Gen X kids were kind of feral. I mean, we looked after ourselves a lot. But anyway, I went back, and I really wanted He-Man, right? But He-Man was the most popular character, so that toy was sold out. And I'm like, well, can't get He-Man, let me get Skeletor. But Skeletor also, like regular ones, sold out. So I grabbed Battle Armor Skeletor, and no regrets. And I played with that toy for, goodness, I don't know how long. Absolutely loved it. And then the next character I picked up, again, I remembered exactly where I was. My parents picked me up in my dad's van, and I ended up getting Fisto, which, today we look back on that, that's kind of a really unfortunate name for a character. But it took a while before I finally began to amass like my favorite characters, like Manny Faces and He-Man and Triclops. But John Irwin, unlike Alan Oppenheimer, who voiced Skeletor, he never really did make the convention circuits. Alan Oppenheimer, he's in his 80s. He's still out there signing autographs and speaking at conventions and things like that. And he just really likes to engage with the fan base. And I saw an interview with him not too long ago. The interview was from several years ago, but I just saw it. And someone was asking him questions about John Irwin, and Oppenheimer said that, well, he said that John was a really good guy. He's like, he was really quiet, very shy, and he really kind of just wanted to be left to himself. And he said he was by no means like a jerk or anything. He was just a very quiet, kind of solitary guy. He was an artist, and he said he tried to talk to him a couple times about joining him on the convention circuit. He's like, basically, dude, we could just, it'd be a money printing machine. Let's just go. And he said he never had any interest in that, and that's just how it was. And I don't know. It's kind of unfortunate. I definitely would have. I still want to meet Alan Oppenheimer, but I definitely would have liked to have had a chance to meet John Irwin as well. But that's never going to happen now. But I think if I could have met him, I would have just thanked him for being such an integral part of my childhood. He did voice He-Man. That's his big claim to fame. But he also voiced Prince Adam, and I think he did Webstore and Beast Man, and occasionally Ram Man. So, and like a lot of the cartoons back in those days, the voice actors, they did several voices. Like Alan Oppenheimer, he was not just Skeletor, but he was also Cringer. So, and I think he did some other characters as well. But it really sucked to hear of his passing. And I'm 49. I'm pushing 50 myself, and it just hits differently when people that you knew and loved, either directly or not indirectly, just start leaving the earth, and it really kind of brings your own mortality to the front of your mind. And a lot of the great voice actors of my generation, like, they're getting up there. I think Peter Cullen, Optimus Prime, I think he's either in his 80s or he's about to be. Same for Frank Welker. And it's like, these guys aren't going to be around much longer. And then that just kind of reminds you that, hey, you're probably not going to be around much longer either. And it hits different if you're an 80s kid. But I mean, if you're a younger kid, if you're still in your 20s, trust me, there's going to come a day where you're going to get to experience it too, and it's just going to kind of punch a hole in your soul. Anyway, I guess I'm kind of rambling here, but yeah, John Irwin he was a very important figure for a whole generation of boys, and he's going to be missed. I don't really know what else to say here. Just, it sucks. Life is short, folks. That's part of why the name of my channel is Pick Your Battles, because life is so short that it's really pointless to waste your time on battles that aren't worth fighting. So just get out there and enjoy your life, enjoy your family, your friends, your loved ones, because at the end of the day, making the lives of others better, it's really the only reason we're here. And John Irwin, if you can hear me in the great beyond, you definitely made life better for an entire generation. Thank you.